Hey all, it's Britta here from Aligned and Undefined, and I am here to channel the collective energies from the Akashic Records for June 2026. Can you believe it's June? It's crazy how time is flying. For those of you who are new here, my name is Britta. I channel the Akashic Records, and the Akashic Records are your energetic library of all the thoughts, feelings, and experiences you've had in this lifetime, past lifetimes, as well as future opportunities on offer. This specifically is the collective energy, so the energy of the collective consciousness. And we're going to see what is on offer this month for June. As always, I did channel a wisdom keeper for this month from my favorite deck by Rosie Aronson, the Wisdom Keeper's Inner Guidebook. This is based off of the 64 Jinkies, which are based off of the 64 Gates of Human Design, which are based off of the 64 hexagrams of the I Ching. And this month, I, of course, always get messages at channeling. So, or as I'm pulling cards. So this month I heard, who are you becoming? If time wasn't an issue, money, your current responsibilities, sink into that vision and let it guide you. Time is speeding up, but you don't have to. That's another message that came through in May. So this is a theme. Work smarter, not harder. Again, another message that came through in May that is continuing into June. This month, I drew Wisdom Keeper back, which is a one that's close to my heart because it is my North Node in Human Design. And as I'm recording this, it is also in the Earth right now because its programming partner, Gate 35, just moved into the Sun a couple hours ago. Really beautiful energy. This is sacral energy. So it's asking us about how we're using our life force. In traditional human design, this is all about fixed rhythms and patterns. And, you know, having rhythms, having routines, having patterns that really work for us. Using that sacral energy in a way that really works for us. And in the Gene Keys, this is all about patience in its gift and impatience in its shadow. So, how can we really lean in to being patient? The fifth Gene Key says that there's a difference between patience and waiting. You can be patient manifesting whatever you want to manifest. You can be patient holding that vision of who you're becoming while still being actively engaged in the present moment. There's a huge theme of divine timing in this Gene Key and really trusting the timing of your life, and allowing the things that are meant for you to land as they are meant to. So, with that in mind, I'm going to go to the Akashic Records. Let's go. All right, the Akashic Records for the collective consciousness are now open. Calling in all of our angels, guides, ancestors, and anyone else for our highest truths and judgments. Go to only Akashic Records. What will benefit the collective consciousness, those watching this transmission in the month of June 2026? What energies are on offer? How can we work with them? How can we navigate them to the best of our ability? Tone, frequency, voice. tone, frequency, voice, what tone are you carrying? What tone is around you? What frequency are you carrying? What frequency is around you? How are you speaking? It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. This is all going to be coming up in June. For those of you who are tuning in to explore, it will be prominent on the collective level as well. You will be seeing this coming up in the news if you watch it, but it's also very personal as well. What are you carrying within you? What is the feeling tone? Because people more and more these days are becoming aware of that. People are becoming more sensitive to tone as they evolve as humans. There is this concept of the empath, someone who is very in tune to others, and there is truth to this concept. Sometimes people who call themselves empaths are simply have been trained to be hyper aware of others due to trauma, but then there are also people who are genuinely sensitive. Um, Oftentimes, people who are genuinely sensitive do just naturally become more in tune to others. What is, we will say, is that there are more and more people who are tuning in to not just what is being said, to but also to how it's being said. So be very aware of this month. What is your tone? What tone are you carrying within you? What tone are you speaking with? What tone are you noticing from the people around you? What tone are you noticing from those on the news? Because people are becoming more sensitive to it, more aware of it. It's waking up this energy of being aware of tone, and people are waking up to this in new ways. People that you may have never thought before were aware of tone, becoming more aware of it. People who have already been sensitive to it are going to become more sensitive to it. And this one is very much in the collective, this energy of tone. And what's very interesting, here is that card. Here we go. What's very interesting is that we're going to pull the fifth wisdom keeper, which is a gate in human design. We also want to speak to the fifth line, which is a line of the hexagram. It's part of human design language, it's part of the Gene Keys language. The fifth line is not the same thing as the fifth Gene Key, the fifth wisdom keeper, but the number 5 is significant here. Fifth line in human design has a huge element of tone, voice, frequency. So yes, we are sitting in this idea of patience, divine timing, developing rhythms and routines that work for us. And as we do that, as we sink into the patience, living in the present, holding the vision, we also want to be aware of the tone that we are carrying within us, the tone that we are surrounding ourselves by. We are, they say, the 3 to 5 people you spend the most time with, you become. Your tone, your frequency, your voice, it all matters, not just what you are saying, just what you are doing, but how you are saying it, how you are doing it. Are you moving from love, generosity, care? Are you moving from spite, anger, needing to prove? Now, if you are, of course, there's nothing wrong with that. Everything is quite neutral in our realm, the Akashic realm. Nothing Nothing is good or bad, but you must know that on your human plane, you associate things as being good or bad, and you associate feelings of anger, feelings of spite, needing to prove. They can repel people. So it's not so much about what is good or bad, but it is about what you humans have associated with on your plane, what you associate certain feeling tones with. You have associations about what is good and what is bad, even though none of it really matters. There is no good or bad up in the higher realms. On Earth plane, there very much is. So you must be aware what tone you are emitting, what feeling you are giving to others. We also invite you to be aware of this and the people around you, like we said. We are at a turning point in history, and we are in the 6th month of the year. So we are at a turning point in the year. We are coming up on the solstice in middle of June. A turning point. And turning points, well, these are moments where we want to be even more aware of our actions, more aware of if we are moving in the direction we want to be moving in, more aware of the tone we are carrying. Now, that doesn't mean that we want you to become obsessive over what you're doing and how you're being. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be down some days. You're going to be human. And yet, as we are at this turning point month, in this turning point year, 2026, so much of the old world is dying. It is really the year where all that must not be brought with us into the new world is falling away. Not to say that there won't be upheaval in years to come, of course there will, but this is really where it's being amplified this year, this month. Hold the vision. Hold the vision for your future, because who you are becoming is so much so up to you. You have the power to choose who you are becoming. You have the power to decide if you would like to go right or left. You have the power, those of you tuning in. You have so much more power than you realize. And how you show up, the tone you emit. Do you believe in your vision? Do you believe it can work? Do you believe it can hold? Because people will feel that. And that is how part of the equation for bringing in that vision into reality is believing in it. That's just half the battle. Half the battle is believing in it. Of course, you must take action as aligned and be patient and hold the vision. But if you do not believe in your vision, it will never come true. This month is a turning point month and a turning point year. And yes, things are speeding up. Time will look like it's speeding up. Events on a global scale might look like they're speeding up, yet you don't have to. You get to move at the pace that suits you. trusting your timing, holding your tone, being mindful of the tone around you. Well, what if I don't like my tone? What if I don't like the tone I'm living in, the tone I have to go to work in? What if I don't like it? That is fair too. Or sometimes we cannot exercise ourselves from situations when we want on our timeline. Sometimes we have to go into work environments or maybe family situations, or there are certain elements of our lives that might be uncomfortable at this juncture. For some of you tuning in, that is going to be the case. It's more important in those situations for you to hold your tone, to hold your belief, to hold your vision, to engage in activities that light you up, that lift you up. Have fun when you are able to. Give yourself grace when you need to. It is more important if you are in a situation you do not like in some area of your life to hold the vision, more important than ever. Because every idea that ever made a difference in the world, every person who has had major success in the world, everything that has been successful, everything that has come into form in this world throughout history, and it all started with a vision that someone held long enough for it to manifest patiently, perfect timing. That is our message for June. We are so delighted to have connected with you per usual. See you next time. Gosh, Akashic Collective Consciousness are now closed. I'm sorry, they're closed. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this message. I would love for you to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy these monthly messages, I would love to know how you resonated with this message in the comments. Holding the vision, being patient, holding the tone. And I will see you next month. If you are interested, you can head over to my website, and I'll actually link it in the show notes. The show notes. Oh my gosh, I listen to so many podcasts. I'll link it below, the link to my website. I do have one-on-one private readings available, 1 hour long on Zoom. If you are interested in getting a private reading from me, I also have these Akashic gatherings every month, around the first of the month, and you can check out the next month's there as well. Bye bye.